Welcome to Dream Life Diaries. This is one of the series of videos that we're going to be doing and talking about the lifestyle. This part of the lifestyle is talking about hair. It's talking about natural hair. Anyway, let's get into it. This topic of this video is about how to develop your natural hair regimen. How do you set up a regimen for your hair that works for your lifestyle? So, topic number one, decide why you want to become natural. That's the first part of developing the regimen. Once you figure that out, then you know what kind of products you want to use, whether you want to go to a natural hair salon and get your hair done or do your hair at home. Yes, there are natural hair salons. Fortunately, I've been able to go to one and get my hair done, and I got a roller set, I believe. It was turned out really beautiful. I enjoy doing it, but I also enjoy doing my hair at home. Making that choice to develop an idea of why will help you know for sure what you're going to be doing on the journey to developing the regimen. For me, I wanted to be able to keep as many hair follicles on my head as possible. While I was dealing with, or I shouldn't say dealing with, while I was using perms in my hair, I noticed, my roots will be, kind of singed, they're going to be hard at the root, and my hair would still be somewhat soft, but it just wasn't what I was really looking for as far as how my hair would evolve as I got older. When you get older, you have less hair follicles. Your hair doesn't grow quite as fast, and you have, a few more issues, with your hair, maybe dealing with hormones and those kind of things. So decide what your why is. The other thing is there's like a couple more steps we're going to add here. Decide how you're going to transition to becoming natural, because you'll have to grow out the permed hair and be able to see what your real true natural curl pattern will be in your hair. With the transition is the time you take to start growing out your hair and getting rid of the perm, because when you start cutting it out, you can decide whether you want to, just cut it all off or cut off a little bit at a time, or you just keep it. Just make sure you use the right products that will keep your hair strong enough to withstand the fact that you'll have this straight hair hooked to the natural hair, and that straight hair between where the straight and the natural hair will meet will be a little sensitive area in your hair, and your hair may begin to break off at that point. My suggestion is that you find restorative products or protein-based products to help strengthen your hair, so while you go through the transition, you won't be worried about your hair breaking and falling out, because it can do that if your hair gets weak during the transition time. You can also use protective styles during that time period. I decided that I wanted to put a weave in my hair, and I put the weave in every couple weeks, and just braided my regular hair down for maybe about 2 or 3 months, and then I decided that I would start cutting it off. So maybe about 3 months I started cutting off maybe about an inch at a time, and then it got short enough where I just had like this little fro. And it's a funny story is I was asking a family member to trim my hair, and my family member said, no, not doing that, Mama. Well, it was my son. I was asking him to trim my hair. He was kind of like, no, I didn't want to get into that. I don't want to be the culprit behind doing that. Anyway, he was real sweet about it. So the next step is understanding your hair porosity. You can have high porosity hair or you can have low porosity hair. With high porosity hair, your hair doesn't absorb water as well. It The water technically will sit on the top of your hair. It absorbs water, but water mainly sits on the top of your hair strand. With low porosity hair, your water does absorb. It absorbs at a faster rate. You just have to make sure your hair is really really wet in the shower before you have to put shampoo and conditioner on your hair. So when you're looking at the porosity, then you know that your hair will start absorbing the products that you buy, and the products are right for your hair, whether you're high porosity or low porosity person. Number four is you'll start to get on this journey to choose which products you want to use for your hair. My suggestion is to start looking at a basic regimen of just shampoo, conditioner, and a leave-in. The reason why I say this is a lot of people go on their journey to the store and they see them big ticket prices on the shampoo. You know, the shampoo is what, $6 to $16 for one bottle of shampoo. And then the conditioners about the same price. So you go to the store and you go, oh man, that's 30 some dollars for a shampoo, conditioner, and a leave-in. But you have to remember, with the natural hair journey, they're natural products. Most of the oils and stuff used in those products are shea butter, coconut oil, avocado, jojoba oil, products that are grown from the ground, and they're natural. They come from the environment, so to speak, or nature, to I guess to really clarify that wording. And then you use those products to make shampoos and conditioners and stuff, and they're really really nice. A lot of times they smell real soft, and your hair starts people I was walking by a lady one time and she smelled my hair and she said, oh, your hair smells so nice, can I smell it again and can I touch it? I go, no, you got to go get your own. Anyway, so you want to go choose a shampoo, a conditioner, and a leave-in. Now, depending on what style you choose, you may want to get a styler to help with your the products that you use. Now, I use a lot of different brands, and early on I noticed that the Cream of Nature brand has a whole line of natural hair products. Early on, I used Cream of Nature. Actually, I still use one. In fact, I think I used this morning to to put the little curlies on the end of my hair. I used the styling foam. So Cream of Nature's products, range in a price range. They're a little bit cheaper than some of the other ones, but you can get the shampoo and the conditioner for probably about less than $10. So that is a good thing to do, is to just go to the store and start reading the labels and seeing which ones will work good for you. Some of the products will say on them for high porosity or low porosity hair. There are a lot of new products also on the line. Some of the actresses or so have started putting products on. Tracy Ellis Ross has one. Taraji P. Henson has a line that's out, and I believe Gabrielle Union has a line as well. So there's lots of products out there that are good products. There's also a lot of YouTubers who develop some products as well, and they are really good products. They're on the market also. And lastly, there are also YouTubers that mix products that can be used for your hair, shampoos, conditioners, deep conditioners as well. Early on, I used to, go to the store and buy all the little stuff you need, the oils and the creams and stuff, and mix my own little concoctions up and put them in my hair. In fact, I think I still have one that I still, a little oil mixture that I still use for my hair. Now those work to a certain extent. You got to really know how to, mix those together and put those together and make them work for your hair. Because you want to make sure that they absorb into your hair, and when you touch your hair feels nice and soft. Now, in one of my other videos, I mentioned that one of the ways to know that the product really works in your hair is you get this little, your hair just springs on back. Just you don't just pops right on back. You just pull on it and it just you know see how that just pops right back. That's how you know your products are working and your hair is nice and healthy. It just has that little spring to it. So you can shake your hair and it's nice and bouncy, and you've picked the right products. Now your first go around might not be really easy. You might have to work at it for a while to really get products that you like that work for you. I've been a natural since 2011, so I've gone through a lot of different products and some concoctions and different deep conditioners and oils and things like that, and I've developed a regimen that works for me. Now my biggest thing with my regimen is making sure that my moisture and my protein level balance is balanced together, so my hair is not dry and breaking off. And with that said, you can add products that are restorative and that have protein in them that help with making your hair much stronger, especially during that transition time. You need to make sure that your hair is strong enough to withstand that transition time. I end up cutting mine off during the transition where I had a little fro that the hair was, I would say, the hair was about that long. I did wear that a couple times, but I realized that wasn't me. I don't like, I like big hair. I don't too much like little short hair. So I said to myself that, maybe when I get, a little older, I'll just go ahead and just chop it all off and just wear a little fro. But for right now, I like to style my hair either in a natural hairstyle like this, or I wear my hair flat ironed sometime, or I wear it up in a bun or a low bun, side bun. Sometimes I wear it in twists. Sometimes I wear it in 2 French braids. I wear it various ways, and I'm pretty much happy with how I've created my regimen with shampooing every other week and co-washing every other week. That way, my hair is not getting out what I feel like overly dried from shampooing, too often. Because one thing about being natural too is that you can shampoo so much that your hair is dry, and you have to be careful with that step too as well, is how often you shampoo your hair and what type of shampoos you use. There are a lot of shampoo brands that are out there, and they have a lighter texture or chemical makeup, or however you say it, and your hair doesn't get quite as dry. It still adds moisture to your hair. Lastly, pick a hairstyle that you like. If you like straight hair, wear your hair straight. If you decide to do straight though, make sure that you add a heat protectant to your regimen, so that your hair, your curls won't get damaged from the heat, because your curls can get damaged, and you don't have that. When you go to wash your hair, them curls are gone. They then straighten out, and you got the springy look. Now my hair is kind of recovering from some damage that I allowed to happen to the top, because I highlighted my hair and didn't spend a lot of time keeping it conditioned at the top where the hair color was, and it started to break off. So my hair at the top is a lot shorter than the hair around the rest of my head. But anyway, so happy for you ladies who've made this journey to decide if you want to become a naturalista. A lot of women have made this choice, whether they are white or black. I'm sorry, let me rephrase this: black or Caucasian. I've had Caucasian women tell me that they've decided to stop getting perms in their hair as well, and they're using some of the African American hair products on their hair. So it's not just us making these choices. Everybody's making the choices to really look at using natural products to make your hair much more healthier, and to make your lifestyle a little more comfortable with your hair. So I would like you to join me on my journey to developing a dream lifestyle through my channel, Dream Life Diaries. Subscribe below. Thanks for joining me.